And we are live. Hello, everybody. I got a bit of a cold. Bear with me. I'm going to do my best throughout this video to not be sneezing and coughing and clearing my throat and clearing my nose, but it'll probably happen. So it is what it is. I got a cold. Tough. So, all right. What has everybody been up to? How was everybody's weekend this weekend? I spent my weekend at a wedding. My brother actually got married this weekend, which was awesome. Didn't get to do any thrifting, unfortunately, but went down to the beach. Jersey, the shore. I'm a Delaware guy. We say beach. Went to the shore, the Jersey Shore, and it was a fun time. Stayed in a really nice resort. We were in Stone Harbor. We stayed at the Stone Harbor Inn. I recommend it. It's actually really nice. Old resort, but they renovated the rooms. Beautiful. We really enjoyed staying there. And then my brother had his wedding on Saturday, and then Sunday my family and I went to the Cape May Zoo, and then went to Ocean City, New Jersey for dinner. It was a good time. It was a fun weekend. Like I said, no thrifting unfortunately, but a fun weekend. No filming either. Did not film this weekend, but it's okay. I got plenty of videos in the can. Just got to make sure I get out this weekend and film. So hopefully my cold is better by this weekend, and I can actually talk this weekend because I got to go out and film this weekend, like big time, to get caught up or I'm in trouble. Mr. Awesome says, looking forward to the new Guardians of the Galaxy coaster. I am. I've seen ride-throughs of it. I've heard people talk about it. I've seen reviews of it. Looks pretty awesome, actually. I am looking forward to going on it. Looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. It's weird that it's in Epcot, but I look forward to going on it. Linda, how's my library coming along? It's finished. The only issue is I still have a pile of VHS tapes I've got to get rid of. I need to get rid of a couple things. I need to get rid of that pile of VHS tapes, and I have a bunch of large media shelves. I got 3 of them, and apparently Mike wants to buy them off me, but he hasn't made a time to come get them yet. Or actually, he hasn't made a time for me to take them to him yet. I told him if he comes over here, we can, he can help me carry him up the stairs and get him loaded into my van, and then I'll drive back to his house and, drop him off. But he hasn't done that yet. So I got to get rid of those, and I got to get rid of the VHS tapes. And once I do that, then I'm good to go. Then we can probably shoot a library tour video. But until then, I have piles of stuff down here I got to get rid of. I don't have where to put it. That's the issue. Maybe once I get rid of the shelves, if I don't get rid of the VHS tapes first, at least maybe once I get rid of the shelves, then I can maybe put those where the... I don't know. I have no idea. Gotta get rid of stuff. I also have a whole bunch of... Anybody's interested in 8mm, 16mm, and Super 8 film reels, I have a ton of those I'm selling. DivX titles I'm selling. A bunch of weird formats. PVD, personal video disc. What else am I selling? I think I have some UMDs maybe. DVDR, or no, not DVDRs, I'm sorry, VCDs, video CDs, I got a bunch of those. So I have a whole bunch of weird formats, like all those obscure formats. I'm selling a lot of those. I kept some, but I'm selling a lot. So if anybody out there is interested in collecting like weird, obscure formats, I've got a lot. And honestly, if you just want them like all, I'll give you a good deal on them. If you want to buy 1 or 2, it is what it is. But if you want to buy like, hey, I want a whole stack, or I want them all, I'll hook you up. So let me know. Mr. Awesome, I have not seen the new Doctor Strange yet. I've heard some spoilers. I don't believe in spoilers. I know a lot of people are like, no spoilers, no spoilers. Oh, don't spoil the movie for me. I don't believe in spoilers, and the reason why I don't believe in them is because I will watch reviews of movies. I will watch non-spoiler free reviews of movies, and it actually gets me more pumped. I'll watch somebody review the new whatever Marvel movie or something like that, and I'll watch it and go, oh, that's what happens in that movie? That sounds awesome. Now I really want to see it. Like, it's kind of like, almost like, I guess the way I see it is, it's kind of like reading the book first. Would reading the book first be a spoiler for the movie? Like if you read the Harry Potter books first, well, now are the movies spoiled for you? No, you're gonna want to watch the movies, right? Same thing. Okay, I saw a review on it. Excuse me. Again, sick. I saw the review on it. Okay, so now I know what happens in the movie, but no big deal. I still want to see the movie and see how it all plays out and what happens and, and whatnot. So that's not an issue for me. Spoilers. So I know a lot of what happens in it, but I'm looking forward to watching it. Butts Unplugged says, have you stopped collecting different formats? I don't collect random formats for the sake of collecting random formats now. I used to do that. I used to collect Laserdisc just because it was a Laserdisc, or a CED just because it was a CED. Very quickly, I ran out of room for that. When you when you have like, you know, a billion Laserdiscs and a billion CEDs, but then you also have the movie on Blu-ray or DVD, like, do you really need the Laserdisc? No, you don't. And it adds up quickly. It takes up a lot of space. So it's not that I don't collect stuff. In fact, I just added a Laserdisc to my collection recently. It was I can't remember the name of the movie now. I want to say it was Robert Duvall and brains going blank right now. The voice of Darth Vader. Why is my brain going blank? I'm picturing it in my head. My brain's just going bloop. Yeah. So whatever movie that was, like Family something, or It's Family, or whatever, I just added that Laserdisc to my collection. James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones. Nobody said it. I beat you guys to it. James Earl Jones. That's his name. I knew it would come to me. Just had to think about it for a sec. Hey Dave, how are you and your wonderful family doing? Asks Adam. We're doing great. Jamel says congrats to my brother. Thank you. Again, he got married this weekend. That's where I was this weekend. I was at his wedding. It was a lot of fun. Sean loved it. He danced the whole reception. As soon as the dance floor opened, my son was out there. He left a little bit for dinner and then came right back out. He did not leave. Where are we at? So Butts Unplugged. Again, I haven't really necessarily stopped collecting different formats. It's just, it'll have to be something that I like. If I come across a title I don't have, like I only have on VHS, but I come across a Laserdisc for like, you know, cheap, I'll pick it up on Laserdisc, sure. Or if you know, it's something that like, oh, look at this weird title, but I don't have it yet in my collection, but it's on UMD, you know, sure, I'll pick it up. Like I'll add like obscure formats to my collection. It's just that I don't necessarily collect for them anymore, if you want to say it that way. So I'll add them to my collection if I need the movie, but I'm not going to collect them for just the format alone. Chili says, what's for dinner? I don't know. I actually just ate a burger. I was really hungry before this video, so I actually already ate. So probably nothing. Be 10 by the time this is over. I got a cold. Probably gonna go to bed early, so I will probably not eat dinner tonight. I'll probably just have a snack or something, like some cereal or something before I go to bed. Chili says, feel better. Hopefully. I need to feel better by this weekend. That's my goal, because I got to go out and thrift. Derek says, is CED still the worst home video format in your opinion? It's pretty bad. Yeah, I always say it's like the worst format, but the most interesting format, because the story behind CED is super interesting. I recommend looking it up. It was one of the most, well, it was going to be one of like the earliest home video formats, and it was like a predecessor to like even VHS and stuff. It was going to be a predecessor to Laserdisc. I mean, it beat all that stuff. It was supposed to come out and be like this great big grand thing, and then due to like internal issues with like RCA, and apparently internal issues with like there being issues with the manufacturing of the CEDs, the release of them got pushed back, and it got pushed back so far that by the time they released them, it was already an obscure format. Laserdisc had already come out when CED came out, and VHS and Beta were like a year away, or I think even maybe less than a year away. They came out like right after CED. So basically, RCA was like, here's CED, and then people were like, well, why would I want this? You can get a Laserdisc, or, you know, I can wait and get this, you know, VHS or Beta thing that's coming out. It was, you know, it was obscure. Laserdisc, VHS, and Beta were better than CED. So weird thing. It only lasted like a couple years. I think it was like 3 years or something like that. Where like the CEDs were out and they just discontinued them. It was crazy. Where are we at? Sorry. Okay. Savage says, I had a very sad last day of work, and to make things worse, I have allergies. That stinks. Savage, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, last days of work can be like, well, last day, like you were let off, like, or you were fired, or like you quit, or what? Because that can be hard. I remember when I had a job for 14 years. Some of you guys who have been watching for a while now, you may remember I used to work in a mailroom. I was in charge of all the first class mail coming in and out of the building. It was a fun job. I actually really, I would still be there to this day doing that job if that job still existed. It was a lot of fun. It was a great job. Got paid pretty well to do very little. It was awesome. Think of the movie or think of the TV show The Office. You know how like the people in the office like barely do any work. That was kind of my job. It was awesome. I was left alone. My boss didn't really bother me ever. I mean, occasionally maybe, but like pretty much just let me go to do my thing as long as my work was getting done. He didn't even like talk to me. I kind of like worked like in the back of the warehouse. It was awesome. It was great. But I worked there for 14 years of my life. Right out of college, I started working there and just stayed there because it was a great job, great benefits, great pay. Again, super easy job. It was awesome. Unfortunately, my nose is getting already. Sorry. Unfortunately, what ended up happening is that it was the company I worked for was one company made up of a bunch of different companies, and all those companies over time just sort of couldn't work together and started, internal arguing and not agreeing with how things should be run and whatnot. And they all just decided we're going to go our separate ways. By the way, it was a Christian company, so I mean, that kind of I was like, wow, serving the hands and feet of Christ was their slogan, and then they all just couldn't get along and broke up. It's like, what's that say about religion? Jeez. So it was sad. It was a Baptist organization. But what was I getting at? Oh yeah, so worked there for 14 years. I remember like, I ended up getting laid off because when all those companies disbanded, obviously there was no need for a mailroom anymore. The whole it was called the traffic department. There was me. I did first class mail. There were a couple of people who sent out. There was a company who had a bunch of who produced books, and they would ship out books. There was another guy who did like all like receiving for like UPS and FedEx and DHL stuff coming in and out for that. There was another guy who did. Well, I say I was in charge. Well, I was in charge of all the first class mail going out, but there was a guy who did was called inserting, which was like it was this really cool machine that actually made an envelope. It like made an envelope and like put a letter into it and then sealed it and then put an address on it. It was this big fancy thing. It was really cool. That was like a whole job in of itself. He did that, and then I would send him out. Anyway, so once all the companies went away, there was no need for the traffic department. We all got laid off because we served or we did work for those people and they all left. So yeah, but being there for 14 years, it was weird. I always chalk it up to it feels like getting dumped from a long distance or no, I mean a long relationship. You're with somebody for you're dating somebody for X amount of years, and then all of a sudden you guys break up. It feels weird, right? Because you're no longer with that person. You spent, maybe every day with that person or most of your time with that person. You did stuff with them. You went to family functions with them. You did this with them. You did that with them. You're always with them. And then all of a sudden they're gone. And that's what it was with my job. It was like, wow, like I don't like every day, Monday through Friday for 14 years, I went here. And now all of a sudden I don't. It was just really weird. It felt really weird. So yeah, that can be tough, man. That can be tough. All right. I know I missed a lot of what you guys are saying. If I missed what you said, say it again. Rodrigo, do I like baseball? Not really. I'm not a big sports guy, honestly. I can tolerate baseball. I don't like if I went to a baseball game, I wouldn't be like bored. Same thing with hockey. I can tolerate hockey. I don't really have any interest in basketball. I've been to a football game once. Oh my god, I was so bored. I don't like football. I can't get into football. It's not American football. It is not my thing. I tried. I went to a Penn State game one time with my wife before she was my wife, and that's where she went to school. And I was like, this is so boring. I couldn't take it. I was like, I don't like football. I have no interest in football, but baseball's okay. It's all right. Oh, there's a Resident Evil TV series coming to Netflix, Mike. I didn't know that. Very cool. Have I seen Dark Blue? I've not. Angela, no. Where are we at? Yes, Connor. I did see Jackass Forever. I liked it. It was good. I enjoyed it. Very funny. Looking forward to them doing. I guess it's like Netflix is doing Jackass 4.5, right? I'm looking forward to watching that. Which movie, Apocalypse Now or Platoon? Oh my gosh, man. JS, it's been so long since I've seen either of those films. I'd have to watch them over again to tell you which one I would go with. I mean, my brain's saying Platoon, but man, it's been so long since I've seen either of those films. I would have to watch them again to give you a real answer. Did you get the correct DVD in the end from Walmart? No, it was from Target. And I did. Spoiler. Luis, spoiler. Yes. I'll be showing that off in a upcoming unboxing. I haven't unboxed it yet. Mike says, try shortening your answers. No. Bob says, any videos of the wedding? No, not really. But yeah, Bus Unplugged. I do like sports movies. Yeah, I might not be into sports, but like I love a good sports movie. I love a good baseball, football, basketball, whatever. I love a good sports movie. I'm a sucker for sports movies. Yeah. But I don't really like sports. I don't like watching sports. I just like watching sports movies. It's weird. I don't know. Where we at? I was lucky this week with eBay auctions. I won all grown up. I won all grown up compilation DVD for 90 cents, and now I just won a Fairly Odd Parents compilation DVD for the same price with which before shipping and taxes. That's cool, Bohemian. Nice. I have like all those in my collection. They're awesome. Corey says, "How do you get so many Target gift cards? Just gotta know what you're doing." John says, "Found a cannibal." Cannibal. Oh, I was a fan of Cannibal. What you did? Gee, I hope you ran away. No, John says, found Cannibal the Musical subway/bus poster. Wow, for $10 at a secondhand store. That's awesome. Cannibal the Musical is a fantastic movie. It's my favorite thing Trey Parker has like ever done. It's awesome. It's so good. If you guys haven't seen it, watch it. Why the soundtrack to that has never been put out on CD, I don't know. I'm looking at you, Troma. Please, for the love of God, put out a CD soundtrack of Cannibal the Musical. I would buy it day one. Rodrigo says, "You have any Figment stuff in my collection?" Yes. Hill says, "I went to Liberty Thrift in Saratoga and they had a bunch of factory sealed Disney. Oh, nice. I only bought one. I only bought wait, what? Only bought Ron's Gone Wrong. I think you meant to say. I got lucky. They had that and everything else. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, but I was just there like last week and they didn't have any of that stuff. So you never know. Thrift stores are a crapshoot. One day I could go and find amazing stuff. Next day I can go and find nothing. You don't know. All depends when you go, when they put stuff out. I was lucky at my local pawn shop and got the Ghostbusters 3-pack Blu-ray set for $5. Nice. And was finally able to see the new movie. Very cool. Why that set did not come with the reboot, I don't know. I love it or hate it. It still should have came with it, in my opinion. Louis says, "Only remember because my gift, the Spice Girls book, was in the unboxing. LOL." Yes. Cody says, "My sister had a cold like you. Hope you feel better." I'm sure I will. I'll probably feel better in like a day or two. Have you rewatched anything from Sidney Lumet recently? What? No, I have not. Do you watch Darman YouTube? I don't know what you're talking about, Rodrigo. So no. Major League is still my favorite sports movie. Oh, it's a sports series. Yeah, it's so good. Let's all spice up our lives and watch Spice World. I agree. Butts Unplugged. Everybody should watch Spice World. Tom Hanks movies top 5. Corey, I don't know. I'm the worst at top 5s. I don't know. I mean, I love a lot of his movies. I'd say maybe 90% of the movies, maybe not 90, well, maybe 90, maybe 90% of the movies he's ever done I loved. There's that, there's some movies I'm like, don't really care so much about, but a lot of his stuff is fantastic. I saw eBay selling bootleg Blu-rays of Spice World. Yeah, Luis, some people do that. It's a shame. They should not do that. I don't like it. Check out Carts Antiques in Croydon, PA. Lots of awesome treasures. I don't know where that is. I'll have to check that out, Ed. Thank you. Actually, Ed, if you're on social media, send me that message on social media so I can have it saved. Remember. If you can jump and stay airborne for 37 seconds, you can lose $5,000. Okay. This is Henry. Ghostbusters reboot was included digitally. Yeah, well, which is stupid. Oh, it was great. I can get it digitally. Who cares? I used to work at a local record store that closed down. Our store was called Dingleberries. Nice. Our store's jingle was, as long as our butt cracks are hairy, Dingleberries for you. That's interesting, John. Okay. Bohemian says, I need the Ghostbusters reboot to complete my collection. Yeah. I recommend watching the extended cut. I always say that if you haven't seen the Ghostbusters reboot yet, or you haven't seen the extended cut yet, watch it. It's so much better than the theatrical cut, like a million times better. In the US, you pay tax on top of the price of what you buy. In the UK, tax is included in the price. Depends what state you're in. Some states don't charge tax. Some states do. So, what would be the first question you would ask Laura Dern if you ever met her? Will you kiss me? Which Straw Dogs movie do you like? I remember liking both of them, Angela. Where are we at? Top 5 Dollar Tree movies you got rid of? I don't know, Henry. I did get rid of a lot. I got rid of a lot of Dollar Tree movies, yeah. Jake says the extended cut was better. I agree. Sorry, getting noses. It's running. Julie says here in Oregon, no sales tax. Same when we go to Delaware. Delaware has no sales tax either. Some states do, some states don't. It's weird. But I think then you pay like higher taxes or something like that. That's how they make up for it or something. I forget. Are you setting up attending? It's a toy show this year. Yes, that's in what, 2 weeks, Brandon? I will be there. Yes. I will be set up. I'm not doing as many toy shows this year just because I don't know. It's a lot of work. Toy like getting like you have to be there so early in the morning, get everything set up, then tear everything down. It's a lot of work. So I don't know. And I don't make like a ton of money at toy shows or at any conventions, honestly, because I sell online. So a lot of my good stuff gets sold online. So when I do toy shows, it's a lot of my leftovers. So it's like, I don't know. I'm not doing as many this year. I'm still doing some. I'm still doing like all the Allentown, High Valley toy shows. I didn't do the last one because, unfortunately, I didn't have anybody to help me that day. So I didn't do that one. But I'll be doing another one that's coming up. Doing It's a Toy Show, doing Blobfest, doing RetroCon. That's kind of about it for this year. Not going too crazy. Pamela's here. Video Game Movie Dome. Hello, Pamela. I should be seeing you Friday, maybe? I think Friday, possibly. Soon. Got some more movies to trade in. How do you feel thrifting with your competition, Chris? Ever get competitive? Yeah, Corey. Chris, when we first started thrifting, it was he would pick up Muppet stuff. Like anytime we'd come across Muppet stuff, I would give it to him. I'm like, oh, here's a Kermit thing, whatever. Yes, normally I'd pick this up maybe to resell it, but you're the Muppet guy. You can have it. And then over time, it became he just picks up anything and everything cool that he can resell. So it becomes a little difficult now. Again, didn't start out that way, but now there's competition between him and I because he became like a reseller and whatnot. So I don't know. I'm hoping to maybe cut back in the reselling and just make my videos if my videos get big enough, I won't worry about reselling so much anymore, which would be nice. Do I have Juno and Wreck-It Ralph on DVD? No, I think I have them both on Blu-ray. Wreck-It Ralph I might have on 4K though. I don't remember. Here's a good laugh. Our Goodwill DVDs are $1 and are cheaper than the Dollar Tree. LOL. Yeah, says Jordan. I wish they were $1 here. That's awesome. That's a good price for DVDs. They're like they've gone up in price here. It's insane. I've seen them go for like $6 and stuff for like just like one movie. It's nuts. I've noticed that happening with a lot of thrift stores. I've been pointing it out that a lot of thrift stores have been like eBay pricing their stuff, and I get comments all the time. People going, "Oh, well, that's hypocritical. If you resell stuff, but you're getting mad at a thrift store for selling for also reselling stuff and jacking up the pricing." Yes, because you're a thrift store. If I was a thrift store and I was charging, $50 for something, that would be wrong. That would be bad. If you want to resell stuff at eBay prices, at reselling prices, at like what they're going for online, then you should be either a retro store or an antique store or something like that. Don't be a thrift store. Don't be a Goodwill. Don't be a Liberty Ministry thrift. Like you're a thrift store. You get all this stuff for free. You're a thrift store. Sell at thrift store pricing. That's what you do. If you're going to start reselling stuff, you're not really a thrift store anymore. If you're going to start selling stuff at eBay prices, I'm not going to consider you a thrift store anymore. I'm not thrifting anymore. I'm paying full price for stuff. That's not thrifting. That's not being thrifty. That's paying full price. So that's my issue. You don't see me going into an antique store or into a retro video game store or retro toy store, something like that, or whatever, and going, oh, the pricing in here is crazy. No, I don't complain when I go into those stores because those stores are resell stores. Those stores are gonna sell stuff for eBay prices. I expect that. Those aren't thrift stores, which is why I won't complain about the pricing in those stores. But if I go into a thrift store, and again, you're charging, like I just saw like the other day, $60 for a DVD VCR combo with no remote, no HDMI outputs. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little upset. Or that, what was it? The I think this video went up, or it did. Or the what was it? There was like a Monopoly game, like I forget what it was, some like rip off kind of Monopoly game. It was brand new factory sealed. They wanted $15 for it. Looked up to see what it goes for on eBay. It was selling for like between like $5 and $10. They were charging them more than even goes for on eBay. I was like, what? This is not a thrift store. It's just not. So that's why I complain. If you're a thrift store, you need to sell at thrifting prices. Otherwise, you're not a thrift store. That's just how it works. Yes, Butts Unplugged. Will you have Chris, Joe, and Rick back on your live streams? I want to. I miss having them around. So yeah, I want to get them back in. Absolutely, 100%. Just found Fraggle Rock Season 1 at Goodwill yesterday for $4. If it wasn't for Chris, I never would have bought it, says Ethan. Nice, glad you got it. That's an awesome find. Wait a second, is Juno on 4K? It's cool at Record. No, I didn't say Juno. I said I think I have Record Ralph in 4K. I think. I know I have Juno on Blu-ray, but I think I have Record Ralph in 4K, or maybe I just have it on Blu-ray. I don't remember. Or no, I think I have a 3D Blu-ray of it. But then again, I might have a 3D Blu-ray and a 4K. I don't know. Friday the 13th is getting a 4K. That's cool. I might have to get that. I love that movie. It's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. Friday the 13th is my all-time favorite horror franchise. I love all the movies are so good. So good. Last time I went to my local Goodwill, movies were about $1, but that was 6 months ago, and I haven't been back since. Yeah, I don't go into Goodwills anymore unless I'm filming. I used to go into Goodwills a lot, just randomly. I would be driving down the street. Maybe I didn't have time to film something. Like I'd be on my way somewhere, but I would just stop in really quickly. I would just be like, oh, there's a Goodwill. I'm just gonna jump in really quick, see if I can find anything. I don't have time to film a thrifting video, but I'll just go and see what I can find, and then I can do a pickups video somewhere down the line. I'll wait till stuff piles up and do a pickups video for you guys. But I don't even do that anymore because the pricing's kind of gotten out of hand at Goodwills. So now when I go to a Goodwill, it's because I'm like, well, I can film a video here. I can make a video out of it, and I'll make more out of the video than I will picking up anything I find in there usually. So yeah, I kind of use Goodwill as work. So yeah. I bought Ghostbusters 1 and 2 double pack for 10 pence, 13 cents. Nice. Bought some plug. That's cool fun. Local thrift store now has everything with value. Oh, geez. Stuff into a case. So full, you can't see what's in there. And price through the roof. Brilliant way not to sell anything. Yeah, that's the thing, too. People are like, well, don't you think that thrift stores, they want to make money? Or that, oh, well, they caught on to the resellers and they don't want, resellers picking up everything. But that's a stupid marketing plan because here's the way a thrift store works. People go there to buy stuff for cheap, whether you're a reseller, whether you're a collector, or whether you're just somebody who maybe is down on your luck and needs to, buy clothing for cheap, or, maybe you don't have a lot of money. You need to shop cheaply. That's what a thrift store's for. So when you start jacking up your pricing, you're literally taking those three people and pushing them out. Resellers aren't going to buy stuff because your pricing is too high. Collectors probably aren't going to buy stuff because your pricing is too high. I know before I did the purge, you guys know before I did the purge, I used to buy stuff randomly a lot. I used to buy a lot of random movies. Just, oh, this has an interesting cast, or the synopsis sounds interesting on this. Sure, it's it's $1 or $2. I'll pick this up and check it out. I kind of stopped doing that now, but I used to do that. But when Goodwill's pricing went up, I stopped doing that. I went, oh, this looks like an interesting movie. They're asking $4 for it. Nah, forget it. I don't care. I didn't, for $4, I was like, maybe this is good, maybe it's bad, but I'm not gonna pick it up for $4. Like $1 or $2, sure, I'll take the chance. But at $4, unless I know it's good or it's something I really want to see, I'm not gonna randomly just pick something up. So you're pricing out resellers, you're pricing out collectors, and that poor mother who maybe needs to buy, new toys for her kid or new clothing for her kids, because, she's a single mom, down on her luck or something like that. You just price her out too. So I don't get it. Like I personally, I would rather sell 1,000 items for, $1 a piece than one item for, $100. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather make $1,000 over on 1,000 title or on 1,000 things than $100 on one item. Like, it's just, I don't know. So it is what it is. I really need to start filming at places and put content on my channel, says Bohemian. That'd be cool. You should do that. Cody says Friday the 13th is my favorite 80s horror franchise as well. Favorite 80s horror movie as well. Cool. Dave picked up Man-Thing at my Goodwill today. I also watched it. Did you watch it yet? No, Robert, I haven't watched Man-Thing yet. I want to watch it though. Looks awesome. Was it good? Did you like it? I have not watched that yet. One of the few Marvel movies I haven't seen yet. Do I enjoy the Phantasm franchise? They're okay. I don't dislike Phantasm. I got them all over there. I have the whole series. I got the really cool Arrow box set too. It's an okay franchise. It's not one of my favorites. It's just I find it okay. It's kind of like Poltergeist or Friday the 13th, the Omen franchise. Oh, the Omen franchise. Stuff like that. I enjoy them, but I'm not some big fan of those movies. I just think they're okay. They're all right. I'll watch them occasionally. Whatever says, what's my favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? That's tough. I usually say Texas Chainsaw Massacre too. That is my favorite. I usually, when I rate them, I usually go Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. Or no, sorry, hold on, wait. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm sorry. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake, Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. I'm doing these weird. Should I start again? Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Beginning, remake, 3, next gen, and then I don't care about the rest after that because they're all kind of garbage after that. That is how I rate them. There we go. I messed that up. Am I a Monty? Oh wait, are you a fan of the Monty Python movies? Says JS. Yes, absolutely. Heck yeah, they're great. The one Goodwill I go to every now and then upped box set prices to $9 or sorry $8. Wow. More times than not, they end up sitting for 2-3 weeks. I snag them on Dollar Sundays. Yeah, it's the stuff. It just ends up sitting around. I see the same stuff in a lot of these stores because nobody wants to buy them for the prices. Some stores get really greedy. Yeah, it's. I mean, again, if you're a thrift store, then you should be selling at thrifting prices. That's all I'm saying. If Goodwill was like, we're not a thrift store anymore, we're now like a boutique store, or we're now a resell store, or we're now, a retro store, or we're now an antique store, whatever you want to call yourself, I'd be like, well, all right, you're not calling it a thrift store anymore. You're not a thrift store anymore. It is what it is. But as long as you're going to call yourself a thrift store, you need to sell stuff for pricing that's thrifting prices. Yes, Corey says, ever meet anyone famous who wasn't nice when you met them? Yeah, I always say, I can't remember his real name, Data from Star Trek. I met him. He wasn't very nice. I'm drawing blanks on people's names. The dude who played the creature from the Black Lagoon, he wasn't very nice when I met him. Yeah, I've met people who were kind of jerks. I used to do, back in the day, I used to do kind of different style videos. So I'd go, before I was reselling or selling at conventions would invite me out. So I would do interviews with guests, or at least want to show the guests off to show who was there. And some guests were just jerks. Some guests were just complete jerks. But some were super nice. It's funny. Like some guests were like super friendly and would talk to you for like an hour. I remember like Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers. Man, we talked to them forever. Talked to the Black Ranger from Power Rangers. What the heck was his name? Talked to him for a long time. Nick Frost from the Cornetto trilogy. He was super friendly. He wanted to do a gag in my video. He was really nice. Yeah, I've met a lot of nice people, but I've also met a lot of jerk people too. It is what it is. It is what it is. Are you more of a John Wick or James Bond fan? If you said like right now you can watch a John Wick movie or a James Bond movie, I'd go John Wick. But I like James Bond movies too. Whatever. So, Dave, tell me what happens when Eric eats a banana. Well, of course, Butts Unplugged. He turns into Banana Man. Me and my mom had a great time in Myrtle Beach. It was fun. We went to a Hollywood Wax Museum. Entertainment Center was awesome. Went into an 80s retro store. Bought a Little Darlings on DVD. Wow, good find, man. That's out of print. Wait, Little Darlings on DVD? Was Little Darlings ever released a DVD in the States? Did you buy a bootleg? Why do I want to say Little Darlings was never released a DVD in the States? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. One of our St. Vinny's went boutique and sold their rare books and other higher-end items there. Now it's closed. You met Nick Frost? Man, I'm jealous. He's awesome. Yeah, JS. He was a cool guy. Yep. Who would win in a fight, Terminator or Predator? It's tough to say. I don't know. Probably Predator. John says, Linda Blair was a bitch. She was so rude and mean to my late wife. Yikes. That's hard. That's sad to hear. You never know. It is what it is. Some people are nice, some people are not. James Bond or Mission Impossible franchise. Again, I would go Mission Impossible. I like the James Bond movies. I'm just not I'm not some huge James Bond fan. I like the movies. I enjoy them. I will watch them. I own them all. They're great films, but I'm not some like giant fan. I don't watch them like over and over again. The Mission Impossible franchise I go back to every couple of years. How about I rank the Child's Play franchise? Probably just in order, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Am I getting ready for the new Chip and Dale movie on Disney Plus? I'll probably wait till it comes out physically. Did you sell all your variants of Night of the Living Dead? Says Corey. Yeah. Oh, I didn't sell them all off yet, but I'm going to sell them all off. I just don't have room for them, unfortunately. It was fun collecting them, but I don't have room for them. Tom Servo or Crow? Tom Servo. My bro, while in the Air Force, met the original Red Ranger. Due to con rules, wasn't allowed to take photos together, so he invited my brother to join him and some friends to a bar afterwards. Says Mike. That's cool. Had a friend that was in the elevator with Danielle Harris and said she was not nice. Oh, wow. I've had friends who told me she was nice. Maybe it depends on, when you catch them and like what kind of mood they're in. I guess I can't necessarily judge people. Maybe the people who I met who were jerks were just in a bad mood when I met them. I don't know. Maybe they weren't having a good day. Maybe it was just a situation. I don't know. I heard Danielle Harris was nice though, but maybe she's not. I don't know. I remember when you met Nick Frost. Says Butts and Plug. Yep. Am I looking forward to the Top Gun sequel? Yeah, I am. Mr. Awesome. I do look forward to seeing that. I love Top Gun, so yeah, it should be cool. Dawn of the Dead or Return of the Living Dead? Return. Who would win a fight, Leatherface or Jason Voorhees? Jason. Did I ever listen to Switchfoot? I mean, not really. Jacob? No. Have I watched Moonfall yet? Illmatic? No, I have not. Brian met George Clooney. He was super nice. Awesome. That's cool. Hey, Dave. Picked up Man-Thing today at Goodwill for $1. No, I already mentioned that, Robert. I did not watch Man-Thing yet, no. Did I like the new Black Widow movie? It was all right. Wasn't my favorite. I didn't dislike it, but I wouldn't say it was one of my favorite MCU movies. It was just okay. Would you like to meet the lead singer of Say Ferris? Heard you like her. LOL. You did? I don't know. I would like to meet her. I like Say Ferris, but she's kind of a jerk. She screwed over her band big time. The original band. She got she got Say Ferris back together, but didn't bother to invite any of the original band back. Didn't even tell them. They found out later. It was like, what? She just went out. She's like, I'm getting Say Ferris back together. But by that, I mean me and then a whole new group of people to be Say Ferris. And yeah, screwed over her band pretty good. But I'd still like to meet her, sure. Bought the X-Men animated series on DVD, season 1 for 13 cents. Nice. Have you visited the last Blockbuster Video in Bend, Oregon yet? Says Mike. No, I've never been to Oregon. That'd be cool. I'd love to get out there someday, but I haven't. The last Blockbuster. It's a Blockbuster in name only. They licensed the name. I'm looking forward to Scream 6 as Blu-ray Stop. Not really. I'm not a big fan of the Scream franchise. They're okay. Again, I enjoy the Scream franchise, but I'm not some big fan. Illmatic. Ever heard of Johnny Depp? Depp, obviously. The Equalizer movies or John Wick? John Wick. What's the best Criterion that I have? The Blob. Definitely. Because that's one of my all-time favorite movies. Night of the Living Dead was filmed in the next town over for me. Wow, before I was born, Mr. Awesome. That's cool. Have you ever been to the filming locations? So you're in the Pittsburgh area? That's cool. I want to get out there someday. Halloween 2018 or Halloween Kills? 18 probably. But they both weren't all that good. They were both kind of just okay. I wasn't a huge fan of those films. I didn't dislike them, but I didn't love them either. I saw they're okay. Butts Unplugged says, come to the UK. DVDs are so cheap here. I would love to get out to the UK someday. Yeah. Did you ever pick up the Bruce Lee Criterion? No. I have all the Bruce Lee movies on DVD, but I don't have the Criterion release. That'd be cool. I bought a copy of Rose Red and Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, both factory sealed Liberty Thrift in Saratoga, PA today. Wow. Did you really? Well, consider me jealous. Apparently I need to go on Mondays. Maybe Mondays are the days I need to start going out to Liberty Thrift, because apparently everybody got good stuff today. maybe Mondays is when they restock. I don't know. Okay, note to self: go out to Liberty Thrift on Mondays. Those are good finds because those are both out of print. Good stuff. Escape from New York or Escape from LA? I guess New York, but I actually really like both those movies. So, which Spice Girl would you like to meet the most? You can only choose one. It doesn't really matter to me, Corey. I'd be down for meeting any of them. I don't really care. Like, yeah, any one of them I'd be fine with. I don't really have a favorite. Grimes says, come to Canada instead. It's closer. Oh man, I've only been to Canada once before in my life. I would love to go back up there. I went up there when I collected Pez dispensers. The girl I was dating at the time in high school, she also collected Pez dispensers, and her mom was going up to see like her uncle or something like that who lived up there, and we made a trip out of it. We went with her mom, and the only reason why her and I went up there was because at this time Canada used to get European Pez dispensers. Eventually, there was a like North American Pez. So I think oh my gosh, my nose is running. Sorry. I think it's Canada, United States, and Mexico all get the same Pez dispensers now. But it used to be that America, or United States of America, got its like own Pez dispensers, and then like everywhere else got like European Pez dispensers. It was really weird. I don't know why that was the case. So Canada got European Pez, so they would get different characters and different Pez and different things that we would have here in the States. So we went up there just for the purpose of buying European Pez dispensers and other European Pez products. So I'd love to go up there again for the purpose of thrifting movies and toys and stuff. Maniac Cop 1 or 2. My choice 2 is John. Man, again, movies I haven't watched in a long time. I don't know. How's it going, CS? Is Gannon? It's going well. Little Darlings is a bootleg movie. Yeah, I thought so. I didn't watch it. I did watch it. It's a great movie. Yeah. No, Little Darlings is a fantastic movie. I have it on, I think, Laserdisc, and I have a UK release of it. So yeah. Ethan says Scary Spice is the hottest. I used to think that. I might go with Emma, Baby, is the hottest now, but whatever. How was the Birds of Prey movie, says Angela? Oh my god, I love it. I know some people don't like that movie. I thought Birds of Prey was fantastic. The Harley Quinn movie, oh my god, so good. I love it. I love that movie. I know that's not necessarily a popular thing, but I think the movie's fantastic. I highly recommend that movie. Space Jason versus Leprechaun in the Hood. Well, Leprechaun went to space too. Don't forget that. Leprechaun 4 is in space. But I would go with Space Jason. Jason X, I'd go with. Because Jason gets an upgrade. Wasn't Captain Ron an unofficial sequel to Escape from New York? It's essentially the same character, maybe a prequel. I don't know, man. Wet Shoelaces, Route 66 trip still happening? Man, I would love to do that someday. I ended up not doing it last October because of COVID. Too much stuff was still closed. Disney, was doing reservation systems. I really want to go to Disneyland. So all this stuff I wanted to do along the way, it wasn't going to work out. So that's why I didn't do it last year, unfortunately. But I would love to do it someday. Maybe like in a couple years, I'll do a Route 66 trip. That'd be so cool. We'll see. I know. I mean, I don't know. I know. I think in like a year, no, like 2 years, my wife wants to do like Disneyland. Maybe I can convince her to let me drive out there. Maybe, who knows? JS, Halloween or the thing? Halloween. What's my favorite thing to do at Hershey Park? It says Corey. Oh man. Nowadays, I don't know. Favorite thing to do at Hershey Park? Chocolate tour. Yeah, chocolate tour is my favorite thing. Wish I could have all your VHS for my collection, says Adam. Well, guys, I posted this on social media. I'm literally selling like all my VHS that I'm getting rid of. I have hundreds of tapes. 25 cents for a box. When I say box, I'm talking a big giant box. The last box I sent out was 55 pounds. I'm sending out whatever the largest box I have, I'm packing those up with VHS tapes, and I'm sending them out for 25 cents a box. So, I'm sorry, $25, not 25 cents. $25 a box, which, I mean, for all the VHS tapes you're getting is pretty good. And it's all random stuff. Like, some of the stuff is out of print. A lot of VHS tapes I had in my collection were movies that were either just hard to find on DVD or Blu-ray, or that were never released to DVD or Blu-ray. So a lot of the stuff is obscure. I mean, if you guys are interested in getting a giant box of VHS tapes for VHS tapes, let me know. Hit me up on social media. The Thing or The Thing from Another World? Probably a Thing, but The Thing from Another World is really good too. Jacob, do I like Iron Giant? Yes. Iron Giant or Iron Man? Probably Iron Man. What are we at? Do you ever want to fly out to Paris or Japan? Oh, the Disney parks. Yes. My wife and I have talked about that before. We were actually going to do Paris for a 10th anniversary, which was this what year did it say? It's 2020. So 2 years ago, 2020 was our 10-year anniversary, and we were actually going to do Disneyland Paris, but of course it was 2020 and the world went to hell, and we ended up not doing it. So we still want to go out to Disneyland Paris someday, definitely. We'll probably do that someday, and Tokyo Disney and stuff, and and Disneyland and all that stuff. Yeah, I want to do all that stuff. Shanghai Disney. Yeah, I want to go to all those places someday. Hopefully, we'll see. Do you have horror VHS box sets? I'll buy for sure, says Corey. You just get it. You just get what you get, man. I don't pick through them. I grab whatever's on top and goes into a box and sends out to you. It's all just random. I picked up a Universal 10 movie DVD set for $1. Includes The Wizard, King Ralph. Oh, that's a cool set. Yeah, they said includes The Wizard, King Ralph, and others. Yeah, I used to have that in my collection. I think I don't have it anymore because I have like all the movies I really wanted from that collection on. Maybe I still do have it in my collection. I might actually still have that in my collection. I think all the movies I wanted from that I like rebought on Blu-ray or something or whatever. But that's an awesome set. Yeah, that set is really, really good. A lot of good stuff in that. Like it's like 10 fantastic movies for super cheap. Did you enjoy the Night of the Demons franchise? Yes. I went to Barnes and Noble and got Breakfast at Tiffany's on Blu-ray, and seems like old times on DVD, says Brian. Cool. Thoughts on Rango? JS, Rango's okay. I'm not some huge fan of that movie. I mean, no, it's all right. I shouldn't say I'm not saying I don't like it. I just think it's okay. I'm still upset over you finding that Jungle Book 94 in a Goodwill. That's one of my white whales. On DVD, says Ilmatic. Yeah. Hello, Modelo. Alex, have I seen Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle? Yes, good movie. I like the Jumanji, not remakes, the Jumanji sequels, I guess, because technically the Jumanji, the two new Jumanji movies are sequels to the original one with Robin Williams. They're great movies. I really like them. I still think that the second movie should have been a Zathura movie, though. Kind of made me mad when they sorry, I know nose. When they went back into the world of Jumanji, I was like, no, it should have been Zathura. They should have, went into the Zathura game. How cool would that have been? That's what should have happened, but it didn't. Maybe they'll get a third movie and they'll do Zathura. That'd be so cool. Modelo says, how comes you hate me? I don't. What do you mean? Modelo says, it's so hot today. Rained here. Saw the Bad Guys movie. It's so good. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, Angelica. Or sorry, Angela. Yeah, looks good. I want to see that. I watched Limitless for the first time. Thought it was fantastic. I got to rewatch that movie. That's in my pile of movies to rewatch. I saw it once, but I don't really remember much about it. So I don't know if that means I didn't like it or not. I don't know. I need. It's definitely a movie I need to rewatch. Yes. Alex said, have I seen The Pirates Band of Misfits? That's a great movie. I have it in 3D. Really good. Who would win? Jason Voorhees, Mike Myers, Voorhees. But some plug says, Dave, I love you. Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't love me? Everybody loves me. Where are we at? Sorry. Have you heard of The Black Phone? No, Modelo, haven't. Unpopular opinion, Die Hard 3 is my favorite one. I would say Die Hard 3 maybe my second favorite. I love the first one. First one was my favorite, but With a Vengeance is really good. I would say it's my third one. Die Hard 2 was Die Harder. That's a good one too, but I'd say maybe 3 is my second favorite Die Hard movie. John really enjoyed Doctor Strange 2. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Have I seen Hacksaw Ridge a while ago? I need to get another movie I need to rewatch. What's nostalgia for you, Ilmatic? I don't know. Die Hard 3 is nostalgic for you. Okay. Yeah, I used to watch Die Hard 3 a lot on cable back in the day. I remember that was like for some reason Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2 were like never on cable, but Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance was always on cable. Die Hard 5 was awful. Yeah, they weren't the best. So do you regret getting rid of so much since you had one of the largest collections around at one time? No. Who says that? Features from the abyss. No. I am so happy I did that. I love when I look at my collection now and I go, wow, those are all good movies. Like I look at my horror collection and every single movie in my horror collection is something I love, a movie I like, or a movie I would rewatch again, or a movie I'm happy to have in my collection. Whereas before, I would look at my shelves and go, "Wow, there's a lot of movies on here I will never watch again, or that I haven't watched yet, and I will probably never actually get around to watching." A lot of just filler and just junk, and maybe movies that maybe were good. I mean, I'm sure I got rid of a ton of movies that were probably fantastic films I should have watched. But with that being said, there's only so much time in a day. I only have so long to live. I can't watch them all. And I've got so many movies I still need to rewatch anyway. I can't watch everything. So no, I'm happy I got rid of a large chunk of my collection. I got rid of about half my collection, and I'm happy. My library looks so much better now. It doesn't look so junked up. I'm not running out of room anymore. It's not a maze down here. It looked so junked up down here. There were just shelves everywhere. It was a disaster zone down here. I didn't like it. It was looking too disgusting down here. It needed a remake, a rehaul. So, I'm happy. Like again, looking at my animation section right here. Like they're all good movies. They're all great stuff. So I'm happy about it. Oh, excuse me. Do I like Ghostbusters 2016? I like the extended cut of that movie. Yes. How many movies do I own? Glass Babies? I don't know. What a weird name. I don't know. I watched you growing up, Dave. Same with Cool Dude or Wet Movie. Would be cool if you guys made a video together someday. I was going to make a video with them when I went out to California, and then ended up not going out to California, so didn't happen. But if I ever get out there, definitely 100%. I always say we're the East Coast crew, and they're the West Coast crew. They're their own movie hunting crew, and on the East Coast here we're our own movie hunting crew. Excuse me. Thoughts on Logan 2017? Good movie. I like it. I remember when you used to collect Saw DVDs. Someone used to send you a lot of European releases. Says Butts Unplugged. Ha ha ha. Yes, that was you. Yeah, I don't collect them anymore. Sorry. I hate a lot of movies, but keep them for the cover arts. A lot of bad horror movies have such cool art covers. Yeah. My favorite John Travolta movie? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Grease, maybe. Thoughts on the new Evil Dead film in development? I don't have any thoughts on it. I don't really know anything about it. I heard it was coming out, but I don't know anything about it. Yes, Green Dog. Have you ever watched Night of the Comet? Great movie. Great non-Christmas movie. The movie has nothing to do with Christmas, but it takes place during the Christmas season. It's awesome. Great film. Great sci-fi horror movie. Awesome. Wish I could go hunting with you and Chris, as Adam. I mean, where do you live, man? You can. I always say people are always invited out to go thrifting with us. Like all my, I'm trying to think. Everybody I go thrifting with the exception of Black Hair Stephanie, everybody I go thrifting with. Okay, well technically John too. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh my gosh, is there another one coming? Did I mention I have a cold? Okay, Black Hair Stephanie, I knew before I was thrifting. I knew her back when I did photography. I used to be a photographer. And John, I know through his brother, who I used to work with. So technically, I knew them before thrifting. But everybody else I thrift with, I met through thrifting. Chris, Rick, Joe, all those guys. Aaron, the twins, and so on and so forth. I know all those guys. Mike, I know all those guys through thrifting. So I always say, if you want to thrift, hit me up. Can I come thrifting with you, says Bus Unplugged? Sure. Coming out to the US and let's do it. Yes, Jacob, I've seen Motel Hell. He says, God, that movie creeped me out. LOL. It's a good movie. Have you ever seen it's a Vacancy, right? Is that what the movie's called? Vacancy. Where's my Vacancy? Yeah, Vacancy. Watch Vacancy. It's another good scary hotel movie. I like that one. How was Brittany? Says Alex. Good. They're doing a Spinal Tap 2. James, I didn't know that in 2024. Interesting. Sup CS. I might pick up Big Funko Pop soon. And TTG DC Superheroes Girl. Okay, I know what you're saying. So awesome sauce. You're picking up some cool stuff. Sorry. Have I seen Enchanted, Alex? Yes, good movie. Ethan, have I taken a COVID test yet? No. Wednesday I'll take one. My wife took one already, but hers was negative, so it's probably not COVID, but I'll take a test. I've had colds since COVID. I mean, I get colds every now and then. It happens. Over the last 2 years, I've had multiple colds. It's never been COVID, so I mean, it could be this time. Who knows? I'll take a test. It better not be because I have to go out this weekend and film. So, so I don't know. It's either that or I don't have any videos for you guys. I'm assuming Car says, I'm assuming you're a Ty West fan with your love for the Innkeepers. Yes. Innkeepers is one of my all-time favorite horror movies. House of the Devil, I enjoy. I'm not some huge fan of that movie. I thought it was good, but I didn't love it. And no, I haven't seen X yet. I hear X is fantastic, but I really do look forward to seeing it. Vacancy with Luke Wilson, right? Yes, that's a good one. Yep. Oh, Jacob says he's seen it and liked it. Yeah, it's a good one. Butts Unplugged. I haven't watched Lesbian Vampire Killers yet. I will. And Mrs. Brown's Boys haven't watched it either. I will. I'll get around to watching those. Do I still talk to Chris, if I may ask? I know you guys went your ways. No, Chris and I just thrifted last week. Yeah, probably seen this weekend. We filmed with him. He was just in a video today, actually. Heard they're making a sequel. Disenchanted. What? Oh, they're making a sequel to Disenchanted. Says Alex. Okay, cool. Didn't know that. Would you ever like to thrift charity shops in the UK? Says David. Yes, absolutely. I would love to get overseas and thrift over there. That'd be so much fun. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a from Pokemon. How do you say that? Lucario or Lucario? I know who you're talking about. It's that blue Pokemon, right? They're doing a Funko Pop of that at Target. Oh, nice, says Salsa. Very cool. Robert says, yeah, I've never seen that Innkeeper slipcover that you got last week. It was really cool. Yeah, I didn't need it because I had a different slip on mine, so I ended up selling that with the slipcover to somebody else who wanted it. It was cool. I thought about keeping it, but I didn't really need it. Sent it away. It was cool though. Love that movie. God, that movie's so good. That movie has such a love-hate relationship. I know so many people who don't like that movie, but then I know a lot of people who do like it. It gets the most interesting reviews. Like the reviews are either like, I hate this movie, or the reviews are like, I love this film. I don't know. I love it. So good. Do you know about how many Disney pins you have in your collection? Ryan, no, I don't really collect Disney pins anymore. I only collect them for events I've been to. So I get one for every, excuse me, I'm hiccuping again. I get one for every year. If I go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which I already booked my, if anybody's going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in Disney World on October 2nd, I will be there if you want to meet up. So I booked my date for that. So I'll get a pin for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, or if I go for Food and Garden or, Food and Wine Festival, I get a pin for that. Or if a new attraction opens up and I'm there on day one, because I'll do opening day pins of some new attraction. If I'm there on opening day, I will buy an opening day pin. So I do pins now for just things I've attended or things I've been there for. I don't just buy random Disney pins anymore. I don't just collect random Disney pins anymore. It's just, I don't know. I kind of get out of doing that. Have you ever showed your son old Power Ranger episodes? No, but I would love to. He'd probably love them. Identity is kind of a horror hotel movie too, I believe. Yeah, it's a good movie. Yep. Squeak says, I found you through COVID. I found you through chance when I got COVID last Christmas. That's what I meant to say. You made me cheer up and makes me want to make a video library. You should, dude. I'm glad you found me. And make a video library. Do I like Bad Taste? Yeah, man. I kick ass for the Lord. It's a good movie. Have I seen Bob Fosses? All that jazz. I know what you're talking about, but I've not seen that now. Hi, just watched The Northman. It's very interesting and strange. Should check it out. And two of the Spice Girls are going to be on a Netflix series called Circle. Yeah, I haven't seen The Northman yet, but I know about the Spice Girls being on that Netflix series, yeah. Yeti says, are you going to try and ride the new Guardians ride when I go to Epcot in October? Yeah, absolutely, Yeti. I'll be on that. I'm going to ride it, yeah. Absolutely. Salsa says, I got a Sonic movie display, a McDonald's, and a poster. I'm very happy. That's cool. I love old like movie displays and like old McDonald's displays. I have a George of the Jungle McDonald's display in my collection. I love that kind of stuff. And Burger King, Aladdin, like Mobile. Actually, I got like Wendy's ones. I got a bunch. Now I think about it, I got a bunch of like fast food movie displays in my collection. I love them. Do you think 4K is a gimmick? Because I have a 4K TV and 4K Blu-ray player, and some Blu-rays look really good, so sometimes it might not be worth upgrading. Movie fan. I don't think 4K is a gimmick. I just think 4K is more of a niche product. And what I mean by that is, it's like, okay, DVD is still outselling all formats. A lot of people just buy DVD. Blu-ray, was like kind of for the collector. A lot of collectors or people who just wanted a better picture quality would get Blu-ray. And 4K is definitely more for the collector or for the cinephile or whatnot. I still say Blu-ray's like perfect. It's the Goldilocks porridge. It's just such a perfect format. I still say Blu-ray's the best format. I mean, 4K is great. I love 4K. I buy movies in 4K all the time. In fact, somebody just sent me some movies, and they sent me the Peanuts Holiday Collection and Finding Dory on 4K. I only had them on Blu-ray, so I'm upgrading those. I love upgrading movies to 4K and buying 4Ks, but I don't know. I feel it's more just a collector's thing. It's nothing that's like needed. So I wouldn't say gimmick. I would just say more niche market. Excuse me. Oh, it is 10:01. I should probably get out of here, guys. What do you think is better, 4K or Blu-ray? I kind of just answered that. I mean, Alex, technically 4K is the better format. I'm not going to say 4K is not better. I mean, yes, it is. Better picture quality, better audio. Yeah, 4K is technically better, but I just prefer Blu-ray. I just think Blu-ray is like, perfect. It's that sweet spot, if you will. I love Blu-ray. But all right, guys, it is 10 o'clock. I've got a cold. I'm going to go lie down and watch a movie. What movie should I watch tonight? I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to watch tonight. I actually might pick out a movie from my pile. I have a large pile of movies that are not in my collection yet, but I didn't want to get rid of yet. I didn't want to trade into Pam. I wanted to watch first before I decided whether or not I'm going to keep them or get rid of them. I might watch one of those movies tonight. I don't know which one, but I might. I've not watched my 4K of Who Framed Roger Rabbit yet, Ryan. No, I have it, but I haven't watched it yet. Watch an 80s flick. Maybe. I'll see what I have in my pile. Lesbian Vampire Killers Butts Unplugged is in my pile of movies. Yes, I'd have to find it, though. I'll probably pick something from like the top. If it's on the top, maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. But all right, guys, that's it. Let's get some more likes. Can we get up to 50 likes before I leave? Can we do it? Let's find out. But anyway, guys, that's it. So thank you all so much for joining me on tonight's live stream. I appreciate it, guys. I love doing these live streams. We're almost at number 200. I've almost done 200 live streams, 200 Mondays. I would say in a row, but I have missed a couple Mondays here and there, and I might miss some more in the future. But still 200 live streams coming up very soon. That's insane, and it's awesome. I love it. So, but I love doing these for you guys. So much fun. I love you guys are here and you guys join in. It's a blast. And I will see you guys next Monday. All right, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that like button. Again, 50 likes. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Click the notification bell, because apparently that's a thing you got to do now, because some people aren't getting notified. Even though I do a video every single day, some people aren't getting notified that I put out a video. So do that. Also check down below for links to Patreon. We're going to become a patron for $1 a month. That's only $12 a year. Gets your early access to my videos. Gets your name in my videos. You can give yourself an IMDb credit, because Cinema Sickness is on IMDb. You can put yourself down as a patron for Cinema Sickness on IMDb. So if you want to be famous and be on IMDb, you can do that. And also check down below for links to Spreadshirt. We can grab yourself Cinema Sickness t-shirts. There's 4 different designs of Cinema Sickness t-shirts. And also check down below for a link to the Cinema Sickness store that is now on Instagram, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, and eBay. 4 different ways you can purchase stuff from the store. So definitely do that. But anyway, guys, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Have a great week, guys. I'll see you next Monday. Bye. See ya.